Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidom by Anna. Our city has some religious slash cultural celebrations these upcoming days. We will be letting you know here on the channel in the community tab everything that's going on, but basically this weekend we have the Fiestas del Carmen, which is one of the celebrations that are happening towards the end of July every single year. Let's go and explore what this city is looking like these special days. Fiestas of Carmen do start every single year in July towards the second half. This year it was from Tuesday the 16th up until this Sunday 21st of July. Mostly it's just a concentration on different parts of Benidorm of peñas, which are associations here of the town that do help with historical celebrations, religious celebrations, etc. And this is what will be happening these next days. On Tuesday, on Wednesday was more or less the same, right next to the church of Benidorm. Thursday there was just the music as it will be today. You can see there's a scene right now, right next to the sun watch, like the sun clock that we have right here. There is a stage with some DJ and some popular prizes, and the music will begin right now shortly to make a better atmosphere, authentic holiday and summer atmosphere here in the area. They are preparing all the drinks, all the ice, I suppose. Let's see, they've put on the music already. The DJ is not here, will be here shortly probably. And there are some popular prizes which we will discover in a minute. But let's take a second and let's have a look at the Malpas beach. It's weekend, thus this is the difference that it makes between the typical work day, even if it's summer, and the weekend. There's so many people here on the Malpas beach. It's great for snorkeling, by the way, as well. So if you like it, make sure you come slightly earlier hours or evening time. Popular prices: €1 for water bottle. Different types of sangria, beer, refreshing drinks for €2. That's not bad at all. Tapa at €2. If you want like a combined drink, then that would be around €5 price. All the terraces, all the bars, all the cafeterias will be really busy. Restaurants have just opened up, so their terraces are not as busy just yet, but don't worry, they will be by this evening time. The program of acts for different types of events can be downloaded from the official website of Benidorm and from the Benidorm Tourism Office. But basically today, starting from 10 in the morning, there was supposed to be a DJ, live music, etc. So far, they're just installing everything. It's not organized by the town hall, so it's difficult to calculate. These are peñas and they just go as they see the day. Okay, it can start and stop at any time, and they are not in a hurry at all. And these are peñas of the biggest patron celebrations here in Benidorm. On Sunday, there's going to be Mascleta at 2 p.m. on the Avenue Jaime I. So if you love mascletas and if you are here or if you want to see one for the first time, these are like very loud firecrackers that go with the rhythm from the smallest to the loudest ones. And it's just interesting and it's nice to see something special like this. And then starting from 7 o'clock, there's going to be a concentration at the same Paseo de Colón, which is where we were right now. And there's going to be Virgen del Carmen, which is like Virgin, there is Virgin Mary. Well, here there's Virgin Carmen as well. And they will be putting it on the sea, basically bringing it into the water and giving it as a offering. It's called here when you offer the flowers and like religious things towards those who lost their lives into the sea. That's why I say it's not only cultural, but it's also religious celebration of a kind, because it's the Virgin of our city, of the town of Benidorm. And this is not the only celebration will be happening here in the next days. Starting from 25th of July, there will be
fiestas, so there's also a celebration in the honor of San Jaume, which is also one of the saints. And the church, by the way, is also the church located in the Old Town is also one of the saints. So on Thursday, 25th of July, 12 in the on midday in the morning, there's gonna be some bells ringing quite loud on the square right next to the church. And there's also gonna be air, like they're like firecrackers, but they're being shot into the sky. So they're like fireworks, but without any kind of lights. They're called aerial like bombing, So there's gonna be a lot of noise. There's gonna be a lot of vibration in the air. So if you think you couldn't handle it, don't go with your pets either, because for them it's quite traumatic. But it's a very prestigious event. The company that does it has been doing it for decades, and it's one of the best companies in the area. And then at 6:30, there's going to be a concentration at one of specific houses. It's called Casa del Fester, to start the walk around different streets. At 6:55, they will take out the image of San Jaime and walk around different streets. And then there's going to be some noise and some more firecrackers. This is what's going to be happening these next days. Here, July is full of religious and cultural celebrations. Thus, it's something that you will be able to see every single year here in the area. But if you're not careful, you might miss it because it's not being widely advertised. Mostly locals and those who have been coming to Benidorm for a long time, mostly Spanish, do take interest into these types of special gatherings. We are in the traditional city center right now, as you could have seen, and we are walking down the slightly less popular streets. This is where a lot of interesting places, interesting shops are located. A bar, typical Spanish bar. Don't be afraid to walk down these streets. There are some nice hotels as well. This is a Benidorm Blue Beach boutique, like a hotel boutique of a kind. They have some small terraces out here. Also quite good pricing, taking into comparison with other places in Benidorm. If you don't need a lot of outside areas, swimming pools, or like big services, if you just want to stay somewhere, stay the night, and then continue exploring the whole day, that might be a good option. And there's some new places here. Terraza Suites. Ooh, that's interesting. Brand new place without the key, just goes with the pin. Ooh, the whole entire building of apartments. That's not bad at all. It's situated right in front of the Granier, our favorite place for breakfast, for freshly baked bread, and they have cakes. One of these cakes costs around 19.90, if I'm not wrong. We always pick one up if we have a birthday coming. They're made out of fresh ingredients and they're brought almost every single day, quite a few days a week, and these are very, very fresh. And if you have a birthday coming and you want to grab something special, this is where you could go. The historical city center is also packed right now with different types of businesses that have offers of $5.99 per object, per t-shirt, dress, for example, any kind of accessory that you purchase. Everything for $9.99 or $10, or everything from $3.99. All these types of shops, they actually attract a lot of people, mostly national tourists who know this area slightly more. I know some of you were able to explore this area. I know that there's quite a lot of useful places here around. Mostly recommended if you want to try a typical Spanish bar or a typical Spanish place to grab some tapas, grab some snacks. This place right here is a very small business of dried fruit and nuts, but it's business that's been here their whole entire life. So if you can support businesses like these, not big ones, that make it as a chain production, that don't really care about the essence of it, but smaller businesses that have been here their whole entire life, that struggle to survive a lot of the times, that is really, really much appreciated. During this weekend full of festivities, there are quite a lot of people in Benidorm in general we start to see way more Spanish tourism, and probably these following weeks, end of July and first weeks of August, this is when a lot of administrations and a lot of official institutions also have a break, which means that less of them will be working and there's going to be even more people here by the beach. But even now, even on Saturday, which is the same day you are seeing this video, even now on Saturday, we do not really see as much people inside in the old town and traditional city center, but that's because everyone are at the beach. Shortly, we will be publishing you videos from this heat wave that we're suffering right now, so you will be able to see how different Benidorm looks like now. From here, right next to the municipal market of Benidorm, this is not as touristic. You mostly have fruit, vegetables, a few places with freshly baked bread or pastries, and some bars and cafeterias. Here nearby, we have the shopping center, Plaza Mayor, which is like the old square or like the bigger square, if you translate it directly. And this is a place where also not a lot of people go because it seems like there's nothing interesting in it, but there actually is. Look at that menu of the day: salad or salmorejo, which is like a soup, like a cold soup, rice, some meat or fish. Menu prices are not as bad at all. 16.50 for a menu without a drink, but all the rest of it is included. It's not bad at all. By the way, cheaper menu prices will always be inside of bars and cafeterias of a kind, like snack places. That is where you will get the cheapest menu option. Obviously, it's not going to be luxurious probably, but still it's a good place where to go. If you go to a restaurant, prices will be already more expensive, starting from 17, 18 euros up until 30, 40, just depending on what you would like to spend. Don't be afraid and go down these streets. Here is where you will see some loveliest squares. You will see typical shops that have been here their whole entire life. And here's where you can grab some cheap thingies. For example, sunglasses for only 5 euros. That is quite cheap. Don't tell me it's not the case. There's some espresso shot like cups for coffee as well, which are with different names, phrases, Benidorm logo. Nearby, some gorgeous places. This is a rice place specialized on rice. Also some tapas, some grilled meat, fish, and seafood. For example, grilled squid is going to be 21.50, but it's brought directly from the port of Benidorm. Menus right here don't put any price on it just yet. Calamar, about 21. Is it 22.50 for some other seafood options for the octopus? There's some branded sports clothing here as well, shops, such as this one right here, for example. All this is original. So if you want to purchase it here, just let you know it's all original. Some bags and even cases, even sports bags if you need to travel somewhere. But the best part of it are these lovely squares. This is an historical building inside of Benidorm that has barely been touched. The only thing is that businesses have been changing inside of it, but all the rest remain same. Right here is where La Mejillonera, the famous Mejillonera, is situated. We love this place. They have some delicious food, typical Spanish tapas and rations. They're closed right now, but probably will be opening up starting from 12:30 or 1 p.m. today. Usually there's a queue to have some nice meal in this particular. And we came down already towards one of the famous shopping alleys, Paseo de la Carretera. It's called the Walk of the Road, or like the Road of the Road. Very interesting name. And this is where the vast majority of shops, there are souvenir shops, there is nice bars, restaurants, cafeterias, snack places. This is where the Tapas alley is also located, and some more international bars where you're able to grab some nice food while you are here on holidays. Also some shoe shops, gaming salons as well, which we're not really fans of, but hey, they are here. I suppose they do have some business here if they're not closing them down. There are also some souvenir places which are really, really nice. Some authentic handmade bags made with natural materials. And obviously, ice cream places. Where could we go without a good, nice ice cream place? Benidorm right now, as you all can see, is quite busy. We will see it from the viewpoint in the old town where we are heading right now on our way. But to be honest with you, these different types of celebrations, obviously, when it's more towards the weekend, it is going to be busy. And then there's going to be a lot of festivals too. July and August months are the ones when there is a big quantity of different types of summer festivals, mostly also on weekends from Thursday till Sunday, which is why one of the markets has also been moved to a different place right now. Look at that, there's lobsters moving. Fresh fish from the bay from this morning, lobsters here as well, meat, different cuts of the meat in restaurant Cordoba. This is quite an expensive place. This is called like a seafood place and a proper restaurant, so be ready to pay quite a lot of money. This is one of those places where you pay per weight of fish or seafood a lot of the times instead of fixed prices of the plate. We decided to cut the road and go through the Tapas alley. This is the place that we've shown you here on the channel quite a few times. We even have a full playlist which is called Benidorm Tapas, and there we show you different places here that we've tried out. How much do things cost, what is the quality of these places, and if on average we would recommend you to go here, or if it's possible to find some better places here in the area. So check it out if you still did not do so. You can even do a marathon of tapas bar videos right now. Ooh, that's actually a very, very nice place. Look at this. The designs of almost all these places have been changed, by the way, and they've been refurbished and renewed completely. Some more tapas, hot dogs, hamburgers here. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Right next to the Tapas alley. This is what it looks like on midday. It's not even 12 right now. It's slightly earlier than that, not even midday. But places are being prepared. They're already put all the tapas outside in specific fridges to be able to provide them very, very soon, in probably just 40-50 minutes time, less than an hour. A lot of these tapas places will open up to the guests. Here is one of the souvenir shops that is slightly more expensive. They do sell even designer bags, handmade bags as well. 65 euros, the one that we've just seen, cost, made with natural strings and like natural materials. That is absolutely bizarre. Right next to the Hotel Canfali, we have one of the best viewpoints inside of the old town. And just look at the views. Look at how many people there are here on weekend time. This is summer. Look at that. The crystal clear water, which is ideal for snorkeling, you know it already, and just gorgeous, gorgeous blue skies. If you have a walk before 12:30, before 1 p.m., it's still all right, and then avoid peak moments of the day. A lot of places do have huge ventilators here on the top of the viewpoint. The good thing is that there is quite a lot of wind. There's a nice and comfortable breeze here, which allows you to stay slightly more on these high temperatures. Oh, how gorgeous Levante Beach looks like now. It's great to see it as busy as it is. The floating water park, the great old town, the Benidorm's island here nearby, and a lot of tourists stopping for a second to enjoy and gaze towards the horizon. Many people here, but let's see what's happening on the other side of the castle viewpoint, which is the Poniente Beach and the Cala of Malpaz. One of the popular beach areas, one of the smaller ones, and one of the busiest in summer. This is what Benidorm looks like during the cultural celebrations weekend. A lot of people enjoying themselves. enjoying the beach, enjoying some gorgeous weather and great food and snacks that our region has to offer. Thank you for accompanying us in today's video, and we'll see you in a new one. Bye.